Hello, y'all. It's time to breathe again on the latest Bofa Sports webcast, streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. And welcome to a Thursday show this week. So we weren't able to come in there on Tuesday. Well, okay, it was me because I had a friend coming on up, visit.
I'm in the room, but I'll be right back.
All right. So as Patrick is going to check some things out, I had a friend come into town. So shout out to my boy Pat. Came into town, CDC for a little bit, and so we were able to move the show from Tuesday to tonight on Thursday. So we're going up on a Thursday, and the same energy is gonna be here that it would normally. So
You just get it on a Thursday and instead of a Tuesday. So you get it at the end of the week, not at the beginning.
exactly. So you see us together, Patrick and Charles. Aaron, good to see you. And we'll just jump right into it, Patrick. So we have the college football playoff national championship game finally upon us, which will be played on Monday night down in Miami. So from the semifinals, the two games in the semifinals, the Hurricanes have earned the right and the privilege to play this national championship game at home.
Boy, did the committee, I mean, they were shitting bullets, bro. When they got in, they were like, oh, thank God. Thank God. Thank you, Miami, for making us look good.
So Miami was able to hold off Ole Miss. I mean, that was a back and forth fourth quarter, but Miami was able to hold on and win that game, the Fiesta Bowl, 31-27. And over at the Peach Bowl, boy, Indiana.
Yeah, dude, is there a weakness?
They look pretty complete.
No, there ain't no weakness, man. It just, look. And I know we're talking about. I'm gonna go back to the Alabama game. It was almost like the same thing, After those 2 sacks Alabama had, and then Mendoza throws that 31-yard and just eliminated that entire 6-yard two lost sacks. After that, it looked like Alabama was just like, after that first play pick 6. Oregon was like, okay, got it out of the system. 4 turnovers by Moore, man. I was like, you're not going to beat that Indiana team like that? And I was just like, I think Moore was lost out there. They were throwing so many things. I remember watching several of these games that Indiana had throughout the season and throughout the playoffs. And let me tell you, man, they didn't throw. They were pretty blatant about what they were doing. We're going to do this and stop it. This time, dude, they were masking blitzes. I was like, I haven't seen that from Indiana. But man, I mean, they're like lining up like they normally do. Corner, gone. I mean, I was like, wow. They were throwing 3 linebackers out there, bro. I hadn't seen them do that all season. There's all 3 linebackers out there. I was like, okay. Cincinnati's got him versatile. Okay. I was like, all right.
Yeah, Indiana looks, and it just looks like they're getting better as the season's gone along. Even since the game where they went up to Eugene and won 30-20, you could just see them improving. Yeah. And then they beat Ohio State in the Big Ten championship. And that, I think, was the part where you said, okay, this team is looking complete. Because you always knew with Kirk Cinetti and what he was bringing on the offensive end, they could score. Yeah. And the defense was one of those things where it said, well, okay, maybe if we can get Indiana in a shootout, maybe we could beat them. But the defense...
Do a shootout first?
Well, the defense has improved every single game, it seems like, as well. And now they can blitz, they can rush 4, They can play zone. They can play man. And yeah, Dante Moore look. It's okay. So he threw the pick six, and it looked like he was all right. Got it out of his system. Went down the field. Yeah, got down the field next drive, and it looked like he was ready to go. And then Indiana made a few more adjustments, and Dante Moore just looked shook out there.
Yeah,
Didn't know what to say.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I was looking shook on the couch, man, when I saw those three linebackers. I was like, what the hell do I do with that? I was like, wow, three? I was like, and dude, and they were just rotating. They weren't tired, dude. They were just rotating. I mean, it was like one play they had three linebackers, next play they dropped they dropped a corner out to help with the safety. Then they would corner blitz, and then they had linebacker blitz, and then they would. I mean, dude, they just knew what they were doing, and the game plan was just phenomenal. And Spignetti doesn't smile, so it's all serious, all business until there's 2 zeros on the clock, I guess.
They're really solid on the execution too. They look machinish. If that's a word. But Mendoza, same thing. Taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything, just playing smart. You want to sit 8 in coverage? Fine. We'll take the underneath. We'll take the check down. We'll move the chains. You want to try to blitz? You want to try to play some man? We'll go over your head. If all that is taken away, you can still scramble and get some yardage that way. He's just playing a really smart game. And on defense, they're just executing their stuff. They're getting pressure, whether it is a blitz or a 4-man rush. They look good, man. And look, I mean, I know we'll talk about the game in a little bit more detail, but man, Miami is going to have to be.
They're going to have to be stellar again, man. They're going to have to be stellar again. They were stellar against A&M. Played them well, defense. Defense masked a lot of things that the offense couldn't do, right? And then when they played Ohio State, it was pretty much a team effort. I mean, both offense and defense worked really well. And then and you can't ask much more from Carson Beck than what he's given you in these last 3 games, man. He's not making any stupid moves. They're not even making him pass more than 26 times in a game. And to be honest with you, probably the smartest thing that you can do for Miami is keep the ball out of Carson Beck's hands. Because, give him boundaries that he cannot screw it up. And he's throwing 26, 27 times in a game. He limits the amount of opportunities that he gets to throw an interception. I don't know how that's going to look, moving into playing against Indiana, because Indiana has a tendency to make you very one-dimensional. So I don't know what that looks like for Carson Beck moving in. I guess we're going to do a little bit of dissecting of that game here shortly. But I'll tell you though, Miami has looked great throughout the 3 games. Unfortunately, there has got to be a 4th game for them to look great, and Carson Beck's going to have to take care of the ball, and he's due. He's due for a 4 interception game. I'm telling you, he is due. But if he doesn't give them, and they're playing at home, so.
Well, before we get into that, we'll show this graphic. It's a moot point. I get it, but
4 times in the season.
But
Lord, I sucked.
Well, just for this week, you didn't for the whole season. But we got
0-2, bro.
Yeah, you get 0-2, yes. And the one was that Oregon Indiana game, because you did have Oregon, but you had Oregon come into the title game from the beginning. Yeah, they just ran into that machine named the Indiana Hoosiers, and it really looked from that game as well. Well, before I get to that, you see the records. Patrick is up 8. So even with my one prediction of a final score, I'm still down 5. So it's pretty much a wrap. Uh, but we'll finish out the season. Um, Before we get into the game, Patrick, I did just want to say this about Oregon. It's almost like going into that game, they had a game plan. Indiana squashed it, and Dan Lanning and his coaching staff, it just looked like they didn't have any answers.
Yeah, and they didn't. And it wasn't even it's not even just the coaching staff. It was on the field, off the field, in the booth. Hell, I don't even think the fans had an idea what was going on. I mean, like, I think everybody was kind of pretty checked out after about halfway through the third. They were like, "Yeah, this is a wrap." I mean,
Patrick, I don't know. I mean, that Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta looked like Indiana South. I mean,
dude, I was like, I never read since Georgia was in.
A lot of Hoosiers fans.
There was a lot. I was like, damn, y'all traveled that well?
Yeah. I guess. I mean,
maybe it was good we got beat by.
Look, Indiana.
No, it's never good. We lose.
Indiana traveled well, and I guess they said, "Man, we don't come out like this for football often. We gotta
go out." Did you see the prices of this game now? There's tickets out there going for $13,000 a piece, bro.
I believe it, man. It's
and shout out to Adidas. Hey, shout out to Adidas. Both of they sponsor both of these teams. They haven't won in like 20 years. Hey, applaud them. Way to go, Adidas. Way to go. You get a championship in 20 years.
That is funny. We're doing sponsorship applauses now.
Hey, I gotta give Adidas a sponsor, like applause, man. Dude, it's mostly Nike. Nothing. Reebok got one in there. Good job, Adidas. You sponsored the right teams this year.
Let's talk about the game. and
my Cash App, just email us and we'll give you our Cash App, Venmo, or whatever. Just saying.
If we're not getting any,
Google YouTube better not freaking ban us off of that because we ain't getting paid. We do not get paid, YouTube.
I had that covered, Patrick. That's why I was saying the statement. Well, like, we do not get paid for this or any mentions of any.
Hey, Aaron will sponsor us. That's what I'm talking about, Aaron.
I appreciate it, Aaron. But all right. I mean, what do you see in this game? I mean, yes, it is in Miami, so geographically, technically speaking, home game for Miami, bonus home game for the Hurricanes. But this Indiana team is coming in there. I mean, it's not going to be a pro Miami crowd. We'll say
it might be 50-50, bro.
Yeah, the Indiana fans are coming. What do you see in this game?
I mean, to be honest with you, dude, like, I really kind of expect a lot of the same for both teams. Excuse me. I expect that Miami is going to come out defense heavy. They're going to put some bodies out there. And I also feel like Indiana is going to do what they do. I mean, both of these teams have really done very well of doing what has got them to this game. I really do feel like they're going to continue to do that. Am I going ahead and picking right now?
Yeah, you can pick right now.
Okay. I really do feel like both of the teams are going to come out. I know that this is a Miami home game, quote unquote, but man, look, I don't know if Miami's going to travel well, because this is not in their home stadium. They're playing in, what stadium is it that they're playing in?
Hard Rock Stadium. They played
Hard Rock Stadium. Yeah. I just couldn't think of the name of the stadium.
But they played our home games there.
Huh?
They played our home games there.
That's where they play?
Yeah.
I thought they had their own.
No, they used to. But it got ripped. It got torn down. They used to play in the Orange Bowl.
That's right. That's right. I remember. Yeah, because of that hurricane that came through, and they just never rebuilt it back. Okay, so this is a home game. Either way the case may be, I still don't think Miami is going to travel well. I think Indiana is going to travel better. I think it's going to be a good game. I really do think it's going to be a good game. I don't think Miami is going to come in thinking that Indiana is going to run over them. You know, they played good football up to this point. I mean, they beat some of the best teams to get here. You know what I mean? They beat some of the best teams to get here. So I feel that Miami will play them better than the last two games Indiana has played. But I do think Indiana wins solidly. I do feel that. I'm gonna go Indiana 35-25. I do feel like they will win by 2 scores, and they will be the ones that will be hoisting the national championship trophy come Monday night.
So, a couple of things here. For those of y'all who have lived in Miami or have visited Miami and have seen games in Miami, the crowd is normally there, whatever game we're talking about. It could be Heat games, could be a hockey game, could be a Marlins game, Dolphins game, whichever. But it's basically a mingling session where people arrive late and leave early to make sure they get to the clubs. So that's how they roll.
You got to get to the clubs, even on a Monday night.
That's how they roll in Miami. And Aaron, yes, the temperatures down there. So yeah, there could be a nice little cold snap coming.
Are they talking about we getting, because I live in Florida. They talking about we about to get some snow flurries. And I'm like, 2 years in a row? Like, don't do that to me. I moved to Florida for a reason.
So I can see that being in the 30s and 40s or something like that as far as Miami. So it could be a little bit of a cooler environment instead of the 70s and 80s that's more typical for Miami.
Yeah.
Look, I just think Indiana is that good. I agree with you, Patrick. I don't think it really matters the weather. I just think Indiana is going to kind of waltz into this championship now. Miami will start off hot. I can see them coming out enthused with playing in front of the home crowd, so that the defense, I think, is going to fly around. The offense might hit a big play or two at the beginning, but I just think Kirk Cignetti and the staff and the team for the Hoosiers will make whatever adjustments, and it's going to get to the point where Miami's not going to have any answers. I have a solid win, man. Indiana might win by 3 touchdowns.
They could.
But I'm gonna go 38-21 for the final score. I think Indiana is, unless Miami brings something that we haven't seen before, Indiana,
like 6 linebackers and 2 wide receivers and 4 quarterbacks. Yeah.
Indiana, I think, is on another level, man. And look, they've been the best team all year. Just with how things played out. And I think they'll accumulate that with a championship. So that's going to be the third. That's going to be the third
big team.
Big Ten.
Yeah, that shit's got to stop.
Patrick, you have been very saucy with the language lately.
I have been. That shit's got to stop. I need an SEC team to win. I'm tired of this crap. My last hope was Ole Miss, and Ole Miss pissed that away against. I got to thinking about this. I was thinking about this after Miami beat Ole Miss. I was like, Carson Beck is good. He is the only quarterback to leave the SEC out of a championship game 3 years in a row.
You're blaming you're blaming all 3 of those on Carson Beck. That's beyond salty, Patrick.
Dude, he's a quarterback. I'm just saying he could have made plays, but he didn't.
That's awful. That's awful.
He's the only quarterback that kept the SEC out of 3 national championships.
That's an awful statement. It's awful. Aaron also said Miami will try to bring coked up Michael Irvin and put him at wide receiver.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna tell you right now, that man will resort back to his Dallas Cowboy days real quick if they win a championship.
No.
Yeah, what was that house he did? What was it called in Dallas?
No.
What was it called, Charles?
No.
Charles, what was it called?
No.
What was it called?
No.
Say it.
No.
Was it what did he call it? The presidential house or something?
We're not. No.
Dude, he'll go and buy another house.
No.
Bring all the ladies in. And
Patrick, let's move on to the NFL playoffs.
What was the name of that house, Charles?
No, I'm not saying it.
We're not going into it. Okay, fine.
No.
I should look it up and then tell everybody.
Well, the people hide your kitchen knives. You know what? Everybody, the people. Yes. Look, I was living in Texas when all that was going on, so that was.
Oh, dude, that was so funny. That was so funny.
Man. I mean, you taking me back to the 90s when all that was happening, man, and then the cocaine and the crack in his lap. Yeah, it's terrible. Yeah. It's terrible. But
watch your necks and hide the knives, baby.
I'm sure. Watch your necks. Yeah, Aaron knows. Yes. Boy.
That's too good.
The Cowboys in the 90s. Oh my goodness. Wow. And it even went up to the owner, Jerry Jones. I mean, because apparently
I don't have time to have a bad time. Dude, that is one of the best quotes ever.
So let's go to because that's another hour we could go on that. But let's get to the NFL playoffs. And the wild card weekend was pretty exciting. Now the last couple of games with the Houston Texans blowing out the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New England Patriots handling the LA Chargers pretty well. With the exception of those 2 games, the other 4 were one score down to the wire games. And you had the Rams. The LA Rams were able to hold off the Carolina Panthers, man. Panthers almost got them, but the Rams scored the last second touchdown and won that 34-31. The Green Bay Packers, what happened in the second half? My goodness, 21-3. And I don't know, Caleb Williams, I guess, just shows up in fourth quarters right now. I don't know. Because again,
so man, they had 21 points in the fourth quarter alone, wasn't it?
Right.
It was like, he's not that good. He's not that good. And y'all you made this dude look stellar.
I mean,
fourth quarter. But again, but it's like we always say, we don't need you to be elite. We just need you to be elite a couple of times a game. And to be honest with you, Caleb Williams did that. He did it a couple of times. He did it one time to get that field goal. He got him down the field to get him a field goal. And then he did it 3 times in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. And yeah, he's taking that be elite in the fourth quarter to a whole new degree.
Another level, bro. Psycho level.
And then you have on Sunday, the Buffalo Bills beating the Jacksonville Jaguars 27-24. I have to give Josh Allen this. The Jacksonville was beating him up. Jacksonville was putting the wood on him, but he just kept coming back and making plays. And in the face of blitzes, that throw he made falling back, and he threw it 45 yards falling back with a dude hitting him. I mean, yeah, Josh Allen's nice.
He that's the quarterback.
That's your reigning MVP. That's what he did. That's your reigning.
He put the cape on and he became Superman. And to be honest with you, it's about the only team that really requires that quarterback to be elite more often than most. You know what I mean? It just they don't put enough. They just don't give Josh Allen enough weapons on offense, and the line is really kind of mid at best.
Hasn't played as well as it had in previous seasons.
Yeah. So I mean, this is one of those teams where it's like, we pretty much are like, just be elite a couple of times. Josh, look, like you need to be elite probably about 50% of the game, and then the other time we need to be Superman. I mean, it just you kind of got to do what you got to do, bro. So that's what you got to do. Just do that. And he's like, okay, I'll do that.
And my 49ers went to Philly and knocked out the defending Super Bowl champion Eagles. Sucks that George Kittle got hurt for the year. I mean, the injuries just keep coming for us, but
they just haven't stopped for y'all all year.
Yeah, we're still here, and so I mean, we're still battling, scrapping, and I'm glad that we have the chance to go up to the Pacific Northwest, a third meeting with the Seattle Seahawks. So, with that, man, let's pick these 4 games that are coming up in the divisional playoffs. Starting with the Saturday games. This is in the order of where the games are going to be played. So you have the Buffalo Bills visiting the number 1 seeded in the AFC, Denver Broncos. First, that game will be at the Mile High Stadium in Power Field in Mile High in Denver. All right, so Denver's obviously rested. We know how good their defense is, but there is a question of what we are going to get from their quarterback, Bo Nix. And of course, with Buffalo, Josh Allen, Superman Cape, can you get enough plays from the defense to maybe keep that game within striking distance to where the Superman can come in there and steal a game on the road again? What do you see with this one, Patrick?
I think this is asking too much for Josh Allen. I mean, at a certain point, you got to look at your team and say, we need to build more. Josh Allen has all the abilities and all the skills to get you several wins. I mean, they went 12-5, and they won the first round. So, like, at a certain point, you got to look at your team as a whole and say, we need to get Josh Allen some help. And until that happens, I don't see you making that AFC run that gets you to a Super Bowl. So I'm going to go Denver, man. I think Denver they're capable of winning a Super Bowl this year. And I'm not going to say that Denver is in that position where they need to win today or this year or anything like that. I think that they are making a team that is for longevity. Because they're good, man. They are good. And if they can just keep those contracts in place and stay healthy, they're going to be a hard team to beat. And I just don't know if Buffalo can make enough defensive plays to stop Denver, especially at home and with a rested Denver. So I'm going to go Denver.
All right, man. I think it's going to be a close game.
Oh, it's going to be close. I know. I'm talking like 3 points. It's 24-27, Denver, something like that.
Dude, man.
And I want to go Buffalo. I do. I want to go Buffalo, but I just don't think they have it.
I'm going Buffalo. I am.
Good. I mean, they could. They could. I just don't see it.
So I'm going Buffalo because the defense for Denver, very, very good. I mean, top unit in the league. I feel like Josh Allen will find a way to make some plays, maybe take advantage of a busted coverage somewhere, make some sort of a big run where Denver is playing the man defense and everybody turns around trying to cover their man, and then there's nobody in the middle. he makes a linebacker.
And then he busts off for a 25,
Yeah.
30 yard run.
So,
And he'll do that a lot too.
yes, and I think Buffalo's defense. So I liked what I saw against Jacksonville. I didn't know if Buffalo could really get a whole bunch of stops, but when they needed them, they were able to get a fourth down stop. So this is when Jacksonville was up 7-3. Looked like they were driving, but they were able to stop Trevor Lawrence on I guess it was kind of a QB sneak. Now Trevor Lawrence kind of dove a little bit early and his shin hit, but Buffalo was able to get that stop short of the line to gain. And then they came back down, scored a touchdown, and then it was just back and forth from there. And then they got the last second interception as well when Jacksonville was trying to drive down the field. So I think Buffalo can make enough of those plays. I'm just still kind of questionable on Bo Nix. Are we getting backyard Bo? Or are we getting a poised Bo Nix? If we get the poised Bo Nix, then yes, Denver, I think, should win that game.
Should win, yeah. And I agree with you, but man, to be honest with you, like we haven't had the reason to get backyard Bo all season. You know, and he hasn't really showed his head, you know. And so I'm kind of going with like this is what we're kind of getting now. I can understand that, you know, but I will tell you that if backyard Bo shows up, Buffalo will blow him out. because Buffalo is that good of a team. You need Bo Nix to play a clean, well-calculated game. It doesn't have to be on his shoulders. Denver's defense can carry that game. But if Bo throws himself into situations like an interception that gives Buffalo first and 10, but they're on like Denver's 30. You know, you're kind of playing the wrong game at that point. And this is what we're used to with backyard Bo. Backyard Bo wants to make big plays. He'll run back 15, 20 yards, and then he'll bust out across the body. And the next thing you know, it's an interception or it's a fumble, and the ball's going the other way. But, you know, the other team has great starting field possession. You know, and so if we get a poised Bo, I feel Denver can handle that and weather the storms that Buffalo would throw at them.
All right, well, let's move on to the next game here. It will be my team, the San Francisco 49ers, playing on Saturday night, going to the Pacific Northwest, Lumen Field in Seattle to take on the number one seeded Seahawks, number one seeded the NFC. Now, look, I'm just going to go ahead and say this. Of course, I'm going to pick the 49ers, but here's why I'm doing it, Patrick.
Because it's your team.
Well, but here's another reason. Every year, so with our team, it's boom or bust. We're either not making the playoffs, or if we do get into the playoffs, we at least make it to the NFC Championship game.
Yeah.
So
kind of like how San Francisco Giants always won the World Series when Taylor Swift put out an album. Remember that when they won? It was like Taylor Swift put out 4 albums, and every year the Giants won the freaking World Series. I was like, I hope she doesn't put out another album this year.
It was like every other year because you remember the Giants had won it in 2010, 2012, 2014. And maybe it's something in the water in San Francisco. I don't know. But yes. I think it'll be a close game. Seattle is a very good team, very good defense. But Sam Darnold, what are we getting from Sam Darnold? Same thing here. And like you said, you don't need him to be elite. You just need him to be elite at the times elite is needed. Mm-hmm. Don't know if we're going to get that from Sam Darnold and this is past history, so obviously this could change, but he hadn't been elite in those moments. Right. And maybe he won't have to, because it could be a defensive game. I expect this to be a pretty low-scoring game. I mean, if a team does get into, say 21, 24 points. I think that's actually pretty high scoring. I don't
Yeah,
really
that'd be enough to win this game.
yeah. So I don't really see that. I could see this being in the teens. But yeah.
Around that 2014 score.
Yeah, so I just like our grit. I just like the toughness we have shown all year, and to go into Philly and take out the Super Bowl or the defending Super Bowl champs. I just like what we're bringing to the table, even though we are going to up to the Pacific Northwest for this.
Yeah, and just so everybody knows, they beat the defending Philadelphia Eagles with the same exact team that they won the Super Bowl with last year. I mean, it was completely back, like 99%. I think they lost like one player. So it was the World Series game. Or, I'm sorry, Super Bowl team. Sorry, I'm still thinking baseball. I do like y'all's chances. I do like your chances, man. San Francisco is a good team, but I think I'm gonna go Seattle. And I think this home game for Seattle. Plus, they got the rest, and I don't know how that's gonna look with Kettle out. That is a huge loss for y'all. So, I mean, and maybe it's not. Maybe who's the backup tight end?
We have a couple. I mean, you got his name is Tonjes, but he's a better. Well,
he's got better hands.
He's not the blocker. He's not.
Oh, he's not the blocker. Okay, so he's not the one with the best. No, Kettle has good hands.
I mean, Kittle's a complete tight end. I mean, there's not too many tight ends who can bring the blocking he does, and that's very important.
And the catching and the get yards after catch and all that stuff. That's a big loss. That's a big loss, and regardless of what anybody says, I mean, it's hard to fill those shoes. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you that he's the only reason why San Francisco wins. I'm not going to say that by no means. But I do feel like that is a huge loss for y'all, and I think Seattle. I mean, I don't think it's going to be that big of a different score. You know what I mean? I just think Seattle is going to be a little bit better, and mostly because they're rested and they're ready to go. So I'm gonna go Seattle.
All right, let's go to the Sunday games, and this game is interesting. So this game between the Houston Texans and the New England Patriots, taking place at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts. Between Boston and Providence, it's probably closer to Providence. Seems like it would be Boston, but it is the home of the Patriots. I think this game could go either way, and this is another one that I would not be surprised if it was in the teens. I think both of these defenses are playing very well. We saw what the Patriots did against the Chargers, holding them to 3, and the Texans defense has been playing well all year. It's the top unit. I mean, that defensive line with Will Anderson and Daniil Hunter, those dudes, just wrecked Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers up last week, and I expect them to give a lot of problems to Drake May in that offense as well. Yeah. So for this one, Patrick, who do you have here?
Dude, that Texans defense is freaking stellar, dude, and as good as Drake May has been playing all year. And again, I know a lot of people are like, well, they got a weak schedule and da-da-da. You got to play the games in front of you. It doesn't matter what that is. And on top of that, this is the 1% of the best players you're ever going to see. They're all pros. So I don't want to like hear that this is a weak schedule or they got the weakest schedule. Look, everybody's pros. They all get paid to play the game. You got to play the games in front of you. I'm not going to say they have a weak schedule. They're all pros. But I do feel like this is where New England's little Cinderella story kind of comes to an end. I'm going to go Houston. That defense is just too stout. And you're dealing with still a newer quarterback, So I'm gonna go Houston.
All right. Again, very close. I wouldn't be surprised. And
Either way, it's going to be either way you go. You can't go wrong with this pick.
I have the Patriots winning. So I have the Patriots winning. I think home field is going to come through here. Plus, Houston's offense has been struggling. CJ Stroud looks like watching that game against Pittsburgh, man, if Houston's defense did not come through, man.
They would have struggled. I mean, they were struggling to score.
Well, he couldn't hold on to the ball. It's almost like he was struggling. He couldn't catch snaps. He was trying to throw the ball slipping out of his hand. Like he almost looked like the environment there in Pittsburgh just got the best out of him, or just kind of him out of his game. He just couldn't get the focus down. And if he's like that in Pittsburgh, man, you think the fans up in Boston are gonna? You think they're
gonna be even worse?
Yeah, and then it's gonna be chilly too. Hey, look, man. The Texas boys, man. I don't know. I don't know if they're ready for it.
Hey, look, you're not giving them Texas boys enough credit.
Hey,
they football players, bruh.
They football players.
They football players. Don't matter the temperature.
No, I mean, and of course it depends on the team that they are going up to play. I think this New England team is just pretty. They're pretty complete. Good defense, pretty good offense. Mike Vrabel coaching them. I think that's going to be a very good coaching matchup between him and the Mac O'Briens.
That's what you really watching this game for, is the coaching.
Yeah. So, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if Houston did win this game. But, yeah, I'm going to take the Patriots by, 3 to 6 points.
It wouldn't surprise me to see the Patriots win this game either. I mean, they're that good. And to be honest with you, I'm actually kind of rooting for the Patriots because, no, I'm not. I'm rooting for Houston. 28-3. The hell with them.
The last game on the schedule will be played at Soldier Field in Chicago. You have the LA Rams coming in there to play the Bears. And talking about weather being a factor, this and that. So here's the thing. We know the Rams inside dome team. I mean, I don't know. SoFi Stadium is kind of weird because they have wind tunnels and stuff, so it's not like completely indoors.
Yeah,
but they're not facing weather like what?
Well, there's no snow.
Yeah, right. But they're not facing weather like what they're expecting in Chicago on Sunday evening. 16 degrees.
Yeah.
With some wind. It's gonna be cold in the windy city. So, Patrick, I believe the Rams should win this game. I think their defense can do enough to actually keep Caleb Williams in check for all 4 quarters.
Yeah.
No fourth quarter miracles.
Spectacular.
The Rams. And I think the Rams are smart. I think they'll have a pretty good defensive game plan where they keep him in the pocket. He might get out and get a couple of plays outside the pocket. I get it. But I think the Rams will do enough to keep him in the pocket consistently, make him make those throws from the pocket, which I don't believe he can still do even at this point. I don't think he can do that consistently. And I think the Rams will be able to get some turnovers off of him. And then if the Rams just take care of the football, they should be able to score 30-something points on the Bears. The Bears' defense has been predicated on turnovers.
Yeah.
If they don't get these turnovers, you can run up the score on them. So I think the Bears will be hyped up, of course. Playing in Chicago might take a little bit for the Rams to warm up, but I think the Rams are the better team here and should win this game. Although with them playing in Chicago, it's just one of those. It's one of these years, man. Is anything really surprising at this point?
Anything could go, but I'm going to tell you right now, Caleb Williams, Matthew Stafford. Give me the Rams. Give me the Rams. And I'm not picking him because he's a dog, or he used to be a dog. I am picking him because flat out experience. You can put that man in 16 degrees. You could put him in 80 degrees. That dude right there is a baller. And he showed that in Detroit for years. Hey, we're not going to give you a line. That's fine. I'll still throw for 5,000. We're good. Oh, we're going to give you one wide receiver. Not a problem. I got you for 5,000. We're good. Okay. We're gonna take your right arm away. Not a problem. I got a left arm. I'll throw you 5,000. We're good. That's the type of man Matthew Stafford is. He's just a baller, dude. And I like that. I like his experience. He's tough. Dude's tough as nails. I just give me the Rams with Matthew Stafford and that knowledge of football over Caleb Williams and his knowledge of football. I'll take the experience all day, every day.
Yeah, and so, man, all right. So it looks like if it goes away, I feel we'll have two divisional matchups in the NFC and AFC championship games. We'd have the Bills and Patriots, and then the 49ers and Rams going at it with one another. And then you would have the Broncos against the Texans and the Rams playing the Seahawks. I guess either way, that would be a divisional battle with the Rams.
Dude, those are just awesome. Those are going to be awesome games. Whoever wins. I mean, at this point of the year with these teams, I mean, like look at the records. It's 12 across the board. It's 12s and 5s and 14 and 3s. minus Chicago, who's 11 and 6. That's it. I mean, dude, these defenses for all 8 of these teams and these offenses for all 8 of these teams, man, any of them can pop off and just tear it up. You know, it's just these right here. I'd have to say these are probably some of the best matchups I've seen in years.
It's just it's even. It's just like very even.
It's very, very even. There's no teams that are really like. There's no gap in between these teams, and that's what you like to see.
Well, shoot, speaking of,
I got one more thing to say. Mike Tomlin, one of two places, please. One of two places. Head coach.
Patrick, we're getting to that later.
Coordinator for Georgia.
Patrick, we're getting to that later, Patrick.
You look good in red. That's all I'm saying.
Hold off for a few minutes, man. And by the way, he says he's not coaching in 2026.
He's coaching in 2026. No.
You look
good in red. Mike Tomlin look good in red. I'm just saying.
Okay, stop. But no. So before we get on some of the coaching stuff, it really does seem like we do this every year. The LA Chargers get in the playoffs. They flame out in the first round, and people want to make excuses for Justin Herbert. These are the same people. And listen, I think Justin Herbert.
They make for Aaron Rodgers.
I think Justin Herbert is a great. I think he's a good quarterback. Not great.
He's an awesome regular season quarterback.
Yeah, but the same people who were over here who swore Justin Herbert was him. Justin Herbert was that guy. He was that next elite quarterback. There's that word again, elite. Now they're the same people who want to come in there and say, well, maybe we want to look at the team around him. No. You said that he was him.
Yeah, he's the guy.
Yeah, he is not proven to be him. And now all of a sudden we want to try to put it on the team around him. No. Look, you know what? Yes, offensive line was a little beat up. Lost their left tackle, Rashawn Slater. Lost their other tackle, Joel Alt. So I get that. The line was not as strong as they had hoped. But if he is him, he would be able to elevate the team to new heights. Justin Herbert has not done that, and it is time beyond time to stop making excuses for this guy. All right. And again, this is not me bashing on Justin Herbert here. I'm trying not to.
He's a good quarterback.
He's a good quarterback.
He really is. It's just he's a good regular season quarterback. That's it. He's not a playoff quarterback.
Yeah, he has not shown that. Exactly. He has not shown when the moments are getting bigger, getting the biggest,
that he can elevate his gameplay and the people around him to play elite football. He just hasn't done it.
Yeah. And so if that's the case, so if we want to go in that direction where everybody's saying, the team isn't good around them. Well, all right, front office, go ahead and get the team around them better. If you feel like that's the problem, if you feel like you need to go get other receivers, another running back, maybe beef up that offensive line instead of having all these dudes getting injured all the time, then go do that.
Yeah, makes sense to me.
But I mean, they done went. They done fired the offensive coordinator, Greg Roman, and now so you'll have Justin Herbert coming in there having to learn a new system. That looks good. There's a lot of teams. We're about to get into it with these teams because there's a lot of teams that need some hard resets, like hard. Resets. Like scrap the team and just fight. Garage sale every player you can. But I just want to say that with this whole Justin Herbert stuff, because it's always an excuse being made for him. Look, he's been in the league since 2020 now. So the whole, well, he's still growing. Yeah, maybe, but dude's been in the league since 2020 now. It's time. It's time to stop making excuses.
Yeah, it's time. I mean, at this point, he's a third-year senior. Come on. Come on. Let's move past the excuses. He's a grown man. He just has not performed in the playoffs. Let's just call it what it is. I mean, between him and Aaron Rodgers and the excuses that these people have made for these two, it's just ridiculous.
It's pathetic.
It's gotten to the point where it's just unbearable to hear, you know. And like you said, now they're going to fire in the offensive coordinator, and now Herbert's got to learn his fourth offense now.
Yeah, at least third. I mean,
we'll go with third. I want to say it's fourth, but we'll go at least third. So this is his third offense that he's going to have to learn, which means going into the first first quarter of the year, so the first 4 games, the playbook is going to be shortened. So now you get to the point where now your offensive coordinator can kind of become a little bit predictable. And if that's the case, what is Justin Herbert going to do then? Because now it's probably slant passes, get the ball out fast, get your check down, because all these players are going to be ready for that. So now it's slants, get the ball out fast, get to your check down. Is he, and now you got linebackers reading his eyes because now he's looking for the pass because it was supposed to go over here. So now he's kind of looking over there. You got your linebackers that are creeping that way. He'll throw more interceptions. He'll get rid of the ball a little slower. That also means more sacks. To me, it does not make sense at this point to give this man another offense to learn. I say you should have let it run back one more time. You did make the playoffs, for crying out loud. You made the playoffs.
Yeah, 2 years in a row.
It's not Herbert that has all of the problems. Put a little money into your freaking offensive line. Get him more protection. Wasn't he like one of the top 5 most sacked quarterbacks this year?
Yeah, the offensive line being a little bit beaten up led to it. But yeah, that's what I was saying earlier.
Go get some more offensive linemen.
Yeah, and look, and here's another thing. This is third head coach. Remember, so the first year he was there, it was Anthony Lynn. Then they brought in Brandon Staley, and they let him go after, I think it was 3 years. Yeah, 3 years. And then they went to Jim Harbaugh. So we know Jim Harbaugh, especially going back to when he was our coach there in San Francisco, he likes to run the football.
Mhm.
So if you're gonna try to build a running attack around it, which I think is a good thing because we always talk about balance. Like you said, what are we going to do now? So if that offensive coordinator is going to get ran, then you bring in this new offensive coordinator, I assume more pass heavy because you want him to be able to mirror what Justin Herbert can do. How much is Jim Harbaugh going to have to say about that? Because if he does want to run the football, then that means you're going to have to limit the amount of times Justin Herbert throws. Are you willing to do that? Yeah. I don't know. I mean,
now it also is Herbert going to be willing to do that? Is he willing to take that step back so that he can learn a little bit more about that run attack and maybe get some more RPOs in that helps that offense move a little bit more down the field? But I mean, dude, like you said, back in San Francisco, Jim Harbaugh is a runner. He likes to run the ball. What did he do in Michigan? He ran the ball. It's just what he does. I mean, I want to say he's a little bit more balanced in his later years at Michigan than he was before. But he also started getting quarterbacks later in his career at Michigan. So, I mean, I would like to say that he's a little bit more balanced, but I mean, I can't 100% say that until we see it this coming up year. So, I don't know. To me, to fire an offensive coordinator, I probably wouldn't have went that direction. I would have probably seen where my draft would have been first, see what I could have picked up, and then look at my offensive coordinator and say, can you work with that? Then we make that decision if he is willing to be if he's willing to be that guy or if we need to move on. But I would have liked to at least see my draft before I go firing people. And then again, maybe they're hoping to get Mike Tomlin. I don't know. If he's willing to take a back seat. I'm just saying he looks good in red. He looked good in red.
What is he gonna do in Georgia, Patrick? What do you want Mike Tomlin to do?
Offensive coordinator.
Tomlin is a defensive coach.
Anybody is better than Bobo.
Tomlin's a defensive coach.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you right now. Tomlin can coach anything. I'm just saying. He's just saying.
Whoa. So as it sits right now with this coaching thing, we have 9 vacancies in the NFL. Now, maybe we'll see. Apparently, a deal is imminent between the New York Giants and John Harbaugh. We will see. Apparently, this deal
would be interesting.
Yeah, we'll see if that gets done. But as
how about Kurt Signetti going to Pittsburgh? Did you hear that rumor?
I did. Yes.
Oh my God! I was like, "Come on, dude! He's about to win a national championship with Indiana."
Hey, it's survival of the fittest out here. You know how these people are, man. Just
you throw enough money at Signetti, it'd probably be like,
it's vultures.
Okay.
It's a lot of vultures out here. A lot of sharks in the water.
I can see that face. He always makes that look in the camera.
Yeah. Yes. But you have the.
Wait, is it this one? Is it this one?
You have the Tennessee Titans, New York Giants, Atlanta Falcons, Cleveland Browns, Las Vegas Raiders, Arizona Cardinals, Baltimore Ravens, Miami Dolphins, and now recently with the Pittsburgh Steelers as well. Look, there are some teams like we were talking about with the hard resets. I tend to think the Steelers need a hard reset as well. Of course, what we had talked about this whole time when it came to Mike Tomlin, we never thought it was going to be a situation where the Steelers were going to fire him, and that's just been the Steelers' history. The Steelers have had 3 head coaches since 1969. Chuck Noll, Bill Cowher, and Mike Tomlin. That's the list. The Rooneys are about stability. So they were going to give Mike Tomlin every opportunity to come back and coach as long as he was willing to stay there. Now, you could make the argument it might have been one of those things where it said, well, you can resign or you can get fired. And if you wanted to make that argument, fair, I can understand that. But that's not really
the history of Pittsburgh has not pointed in that direction.
Yeah, exactly. So the Steelers have not done that. That has not been their that hasn't been their history. If they have a coach that they like and they feel like they can build around, they want to keep him. And so Tomlin says he's going to step down. Reports say that he is going to not coach next year. If I'm the Falcons, though, I don't care. I am kicking tires. I'm gonna sit here and ask the question. I know you said, look, we've heard that you did not want to coach next year, but can we have a conversation? Maybe Matt Ryan, who's got this new fancy job title, can sit here as the Falcons. What is it, Patrick? What is he? The executive vice president of football operations?
And I think they said VP of football operations.
So vice president of football
operations, just making shit up.
So the football operations and concessions, is that what we're doing?
Yeah, might as well. Let's just make a bit of title. Look, it sounds like John Elway all over again. That's what it sounds like. It's like John Elway is like, you're gonna make me a position, just invent it. I don't care. And now everybody is doing that. I mean, dude, Stanford did it for
Andrew Luck.
Andrew Luck. Yeah, come on in. Teach us some football over here because
we'll give
obviously you know what you're doing.
We'll give you the title of general manager as well. So
yeah, we're just going to give you a bunch of titles, throw them at you, see what sticks, and then you just do what you do, you know. But I mean, I'm with you, man. If I'm the Falcons, dude, I'm sending an email. Dude, I've already sent it. Oh, you're stepping down? I know you said that. You
gotta have that talk.
We gotta have that talk. You gotta have that talk. And to be honest with you, there's only two people that I really would be like, let's kick those tires right now. John Harbaugh and Mike Tomlin. And Mike Tomlin is like, that's my pick. That's my pick right there. Like, give me that dude.
Yeah. I'm with you there. And I mean,
look, coach can never have a losing record in a season. Come on.
There are some situations that just getting the head coach ain't gonna fix. So if you are the Raiders, the Browns, and the Titans, I'm sorry, y'all need a lot of work. Y'all need a hard reset. You need to just go ahead and just do what you can.
Y'all need to go and get a new domain and a new website. Tennessee Titans, we're changing the name. We're changing the domain. We're rebranding. We're getting new uniforms. Burn the pads. Get the helmets out. Everything. I'm just talking like scorch it. Scorch it all on fire. Roast you some marshmallows. Drink you a few beers, and then rebuild.
Are the Cardinals there, or are they slightly above those three teams?
Be honest with you, man. I don't think that they're. I think they're in a rebuild mode. But I really think it starts with their quarterback. They got to get rid of. I'll take that back. It doesn't start with their quarterback. It starts with management. They have got to get people that are football conscientious, because at this point, I think the Cardinals are just throwing money at people to see if it even works, and it's not. So I think it starts with management. I think it starts with management with the Cardinals.
Yeah, because if I look at the teams that do have these vacancies, to me, the Falcons and the Ravens, those are the most attractive jobs right now, because the Ravens still have Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry.
Both of those teams are ready for playoff pushes. Both of them.
Yeah. And so if you can get a coach in there that can give a little bit more of a push, and maybe just, I guess, a new voice. You know, this isn't to say that Tomlin and Harbaugh are bad coaches. I mean, we both think they're pretty damn good coaches.
Hell,
But
I just even said I'm kicking the tires on both of them.
yeah,
I would like to have one of them too.
but there just maybe a new voice was needed. I mean, both of those guys have been there for a while. Tomlin was in Pittsburgh since 2007. Harbaugh was in Baltimore since 2008. So it was just kind of time for some new voices, maybe some fresh ideas to come on in. Although Pittsburgh, I think, needs a lot of work, though. Because Pittsburgh has been trying to band-aid that quarterback situation ever since Ben Roethlisberger retired. And the roster just has not been.
It has never meshed.
It hadn't been put together well, really. I mean, because they missed on some picks. Remember, they drafted Kenny Pickett to be that quarterback. That definitely
was a complete bust.
And the offensive line has been some misses. They made a high draft choice on Najee Harris. He's not even with the team anymore. He went over to LA to play with the Chargers. And the receiving core has been hit or miss. The defense, I mean, yeah, you have TJ Watt there, but other than that, so besides TJ Watt, Cameron Hayward, and Highsmith, I mean, the secondary has been ragtag. I mean, you traded to get Jalen Ramsey there. You had Minka Fitzpatrick there before that, and so the secondary has been kind of ragtag as well. I think Steelers need some work. That roster needs a lot of work.
Be honest with you, like that would be one of the teams that I would just like bust up, pick a few people on defense, build around that, pick a few people on offense, build around that, and start with a quarterback. Go and get a quarterback that can. Actually, I'd start with the line. I would get me some good linemen, and try to trade and get some linemen in, and then go and get me a quarterback out of the draft. That's kind of what I would do at Pittsburgh.
Oh, shoot. All right, Patrick. Well, before we head on out, quick NBA note, because I get the feeling another franchise is going to F themselves up because they're going to trade for Ja Morant. And
God, the Rockets.
And so Ja Morant,
they're screwed anyway.
There's speculation because look, it's time for Ja Morant to leave the Memphis Grizzlies. I think that marriage needs to go ahead and sever. That has run its course. I think Memphis needs to basically not necessarily start over because you already traded to get a good amount of picks when you let Desmond Bane go down to the Orlando Magic. You got a lot of picks from there. So you got some young players that you're starting to develop with these draft picks. I think it's time to pull the cord on Ja Morant. And if there's a team that is frankly dumb enough to go ahead and get a whole bunch of assets to you for Ja Morant, because look, Ja Morant, he's an explosive player. Get it? Yeah, he's got a lot of athletic ability, but he's often injured. And he
tried to be hood dog sometimes.
Yeah,
dude, I ain't got time for the hood. You're a rich dude.
Yeah,
you're in a gated community now. Stop.
He's often in trouble, and so somebody is going to.
You said it. He's often in trouble. I said he's hood.
Yeah, I mean it's the same thing. We'll go with the same on this case, and but
Ja Morant trying to be hood.
he's always doing something that makes no sense. And
he's doing something stupid, dude.
Yeah, and so somebody is going to sit there and say, hey, if we get Ja Morant, this is going to give us a chance to win a championship. Somebody is going to mess their roster up because it always happens in the NBA where it is based on name and not on fit.
Yeah.
On fit. You need to have a fit. You know, like, because if you're going to trade for somebody, they have to be able to mesh with that roster. So let's say,
like the Wizards in Atlanta did.
Yeah,
for me, I thought that was a good trade. But I've been saying we need to get rid of
Trae Young. Yeah, Trae Young.
I've been saying that for years, actually.
I think Atlanta got better in that trade. And look, I'm just gonna say this: the Wizards. This is why you stay bad. Because you're gonna try to trade him. You're gonna try to build a roster around Trae Young with him playing the same way. No, that's not gonna happen. This is why the Wizards stay bad. When they started talking about that up here in DC, like, the Wizards, they're talking about they're gonna trade for Trae Young, and people were sitting here throwing a party, and I said the Wizards are gonna continue to suck.
Yeah, and what was the first thing that happened? Now, I never wish this on anybody. I will never wish this on anybody. But now he's not being able to play until after All-Star because he hurt himself. I was like,
see,
okay, well, I'll take McCollum.
Exactly. So you getting better in leadership and CJ McCollum with all those young players, Dyson Daniels, and especially Jalen Johnson.
Yeah.
You are getting
who is becoming our star now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I think the Hawks had started making that transition at least the beginning of last year.
Yeah.
That they said, look, we can't build nothing around Trae Young because Trae Young is a one-dimensional player. You cannot build championship teams if your goal, which that should be the goal, is to build a championship roster. But if that is your goal, those don't happen around one-dimensional players. You have to have guys who can do multiple things well. Trae Young has been the guy who is a ball stopper. He's an isolation guy. There are times, yes, he can get some assists, but most of the time it's off the bounce. It's off the dribble. He does not move without the ball. He passes the ball and then expects to get it back at the same spot. He's terrible defensively. Like he's
horrible.
They try to hide him over there by the dude who wants to shoot the corner threes all the time.
Corner three. Remember that game that was always like corner three, and it had that glitch. What was that? Yeah. Every time I see a guy in the corner, I always think I'm like, oh, corner three. I can't help it, dude. Family Guy screwed me up on that because now all I see is every time everybody's in the corner, I'm like, corner three.
And look, I feel bad for the Wizards because look, it's been a while since the Wizards have been good. This is not the move to get them there. Now they didn't lose. I guess the only thing you can say about it is the Wizards didn't have to trade a whole bunch there. I mean, CJ McCollum and I think Kespert was the other one who went in that trade. Corey Kespert.
It was an even trade between those three players. That was it. No draft picks, no nothing. So I mean, to me personally, I think both teams won. I would say that it gave Atlanta the.
You want the money to match. That's the thing.
Yeah, you want the money to match, and that's what happened. And so I can respect that move, because even if the Wizards wanted to trade for Trae Young, they could get something out of him. But I mean, I don't know how well he'll fit there. He might even play better in Washington than he did in Atlanta. I mean, he had some really good games in Atlanta.
Well, it looked good for a little bit. I mean,
for a little bit.
Eastern Conference Finals in 2021. It's like, okay, maybe we can go around this guy. It just kind of you get to see where the plateau was happening.
And I feel with McCollum, we get that veteran experience, that leadership, especially with a bunch of young guys that we have. We're one of the top 5 youngest teams in the entire NBA right now.
Space.
What's that?
Cap space too. Atlanta's got
cap space. Yeah, we got a bunch of cap space. So now we can afford to go and do something next year. Because I don't really think they're going to try to do anything this year. I mean, maybe make the playoffs, maybe, but I think they're probably more like, let's stay competitive, which I can respect this out of Atlanta. Let's stay competitive and see where this takes us, and then we'll know what we need to get for next year. And I can respect that, especially like if you're in that 7, 8, 9, 10 frame, that area where you're looking like you're going to have to play that little play-in crap that you have to do to get into the playoffs. Atlanta has been living there for the past 6 years, and it's kind of frustrating because you can see that plateau with Young. I think they're really in the position where they're like, let's play that again. Let's see how far we are. Let's see how competitive we can get. And we made the playoffs. Cool, we made the playoffs, but let's stay competitive. Let's put these guys in there. Let's get them the experience they need, and then let's really make a push for next year. I'm not looking for a number one draft pick. What I'm saying is get me competitive, and then we'll know what to get in the offseason. And I can respect that. I can respect that.
Well, all right, Patrick. Well, before we head on out, what is coming up in Epic?
So we just wrapped up season 3 of our season episodes. That was put out on Wednesday. I did a compilation and put all of season 3 into a YouTube video that got released today. So go check that out. We are still talking about the baseball game at the Boom Boom Room, or the blitzball game at the Boom Boom Room. We have not had really good weather for us to get out and get cameras out in the field and do like a kickball game, because it's been like muddy or it's too cold or something. The weather has just been really weird down here for the past 3-4 weeks. So we're hoping that cleans up, and then when it does, we're going to get out and do the kickball game, the flag football game, and we have another game that we're fixing to implement. It's called flag basketball. We got the rest of the rules put in place, so we're going to try and see what that looks like. And if it looks good, maybe we'll put a few shorts with it, maybe even put a show to it, and we'll see. But I would definitely get ready for season 4. Me versus Brantley in a couple of challenges. We're going to bring some new games in, and we're going to stick with the dodgeball thing, which has been pretty big hit with everybody. They like the dodgeball at the end. So especially when I get hit in my groin, everybody loved that part. I hated it, but everybody else liked it.
This is a rule you made, dude. You gotta.
Hey, dude, it was a rule I made, but everybody liked it. Boys like it. I like it. It's a much better scenario, so we're gonna stick with that. So we'll see how it goes. But season 4 will be starting up probably in the next 2 weeks, and then we got those big shows that we'll be putting out soon as well.
Nothing like nut shots.
I'm telling you, right? Everybody likes that, dude. The way he hit, dude.
Yeah, you
doubled over quick.
Well, for both of sports, so I got a TikTok. So
he does.
So be looking.
I'm the first follower.
So be looking for some shorts to be coming up in the near future. When we get in TikTok, go ahead. We can throw those on the other forms as well: YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. So that is good, and maybe some AI things. We'll see. We'll see if we can throw some of those things in there. Yes, we're not the people that act like AI is destroying our lives.
I'm actually look for a AI video from Bro Epic tomorrow.
So no, man, we feel AI. I mean, listen, if you played video games, you've dealt with AI before. AI is nothing new. Are there more?
Hey, if you're playing with your phone, you're on AI.
So has there been more advances in technology? Yes, there has been, but there's good that can come out of this, and that's what we're going to expose. So so with that, we hope you enjoyed this edition of the Bofa Sports webcast, and that is what we are breathing on for this evening. Y'all make sure y'all visit the Bofa Sports YouTube channel, smash that subscribe button, and follow the Bofa Sports Facebook page. Aaron, thanks for tuning in earlier in the evening, and for everybody who was able to catch this on a Thursday, we thank y'all for checking us out. We will be back on our normal Tuesday night slate next week, and we hope you can tune in for them, where on that episode we'll be crowning a new college football champion, giving a salute to that, and we will preview the NFL conference championship games as well. So everybody, until then, take care, enjoy the games, and we will see y'all next week. Appreciate it.
And go Dogs.